the life of T and M. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel and watching my new video. But if you're new here, hi, my name is Mary. Please join the family and subscribe to my channel. So today, I know the reason why you came to watch this is because of the title of my video. So yes, today I'm gonna be going over interview tips and tricks. Now, this isn't the long-awaited public health nursing tips and tricks interview, which I will get to. Now, I know there's many different tips and tricks people have. In no way am I an expert, but I just wanted to let you guys know what I have done in the past that's really helped me land numerous nursing jobs that I've gotten throughout my career. Why do I want to do this today? Well, I have an interview today. So I woke up super early this morning to record this intro for you guys and to kind of give you a backstory. I have a Zoom interview, of course, for a part-time job. So I wanted to let you guys know how I prepared for it. So the first things first is researching the company. So I got a call from the company asking if I can interview, and of course I accepted. So first things first, I go back on the job description and the posting and I save everything. Screenshot it, save it as a PDF, whatever you gotta do, save that. So I then go on the company website and I look at their mission and their values, because when you're in the interview, you wanna speak to that. You wanna speak to what they're looking for and what they hold true to themselves. You wanna come off as an asset to their company. So I went on their website, read their mission and their values and what they're about. So whether you're going for public health, hospice, you're going for an acute care, outpatient, dermatology, whatever you're going for, you want to read also what that job entails. If I was going for an interview for acute care, I would want to be up on patient assessment, medication administration, hanging IVs, right? Now, if I'm going to go work as an aesthetic nurse at a dermatology, do I need to focus on that? I mean, those skills are great, yes, but I want to speak to experience I have with maybe Botox or assessments or any kind of laser hair removal. So you want to speak to experience to that job to come off more hireable, more presentable. I don't even know if those are the right words, but you get what I'm saying. So you want to research that field that you're going into, and how I do that is good old Google, right? And really looking at the job description. So that job description or the job posting, you really want to read it and see what does it entail. And you also want to look at your past experience. What have I done in my past nursing jobs, in my past jobs, period? Can I use as an example and an advantage for this current job? Now you may be thinking, I've never had a nursing job before, or I've never worked in this field before, so I don't have any experience. You have experience. If you've ever had a job before, you went to clinicals, you've gone through nursing school, you can pull from some kind of experience that you've been through. So please don't go in just thinking, I've never worked in this field, I don't know anything. No, you can be very strategic. So I'm gonna give you an example. If I am going for hospice, okay? So I've never done it before. I don't have any experience, but I'm gonna read their mission and their values. I'm gonna go over the job description. So the job description, for example, can say going to clients' homes, doing assessments, providing medication, charting, case management. You're looking at all those skills and you're like, okay, what have I done in the past? Well, I've assessed patients before. I was in a clinical setting and X, Y, and Z happened, and this is what I learned from it. I'm very personable with patients. I get along well with others. I work great in team atmospheres, because when you're in school, you have that team mentality. I mean, if you're an experienced nurse, great, you can pull from your experience. But maybe some people watching this, they've never even had a nursing interview before. So for public health nursing interview, I have more tips and tricks that I will be shooting for you guys. But this one specifically is for the interview that I'm going for today. So just wanted to be more general. So in my mind, I have everything that I think I want to speak to for my interview today. So in my mind, I'm going to think about my nursing school experience, clinicals, and I've had about 4 nursing jobs before this. So you really want to think about everything you've done, every patient you've interacted with, what kind of skills you have. When you get in that interview, they're not going to straight ask, what is a drip rate? Like, you may get a mathematical quiz after you get hired to pass. Yes, you need to know that. But when you're in the interview, they're gonna ask you about yourself. How did you handle a situation? Can you tell me a challenge you went through and how did you overcome it? How do you deal with difficult patients? How do you deal with families? So you got to really critical think and don't just blow out your answer. Really sit back, let it sink in, ask them to ask the question again if you need some more clarity. So it's going to be also, what's your biggest achievement? What is your biggest weakness? So weakness was always hard for me to answer, but I learned that you think of a weakness and you always make it positive. So for example, can you tell me your biggest weakness? And I will say, well, my biggest weakness is taking on too much, right? I'm a perfectionist. I want to take everything on myself. But what I learned is prioritization and delegation, right? So those are nursing terms, but that can be in anything. That can be reassigning patients. That could be ask others for help in case management. It could be when you're working at a clinic, you have 6 patients and maybe you can delegate to an LVN to go do something that they can do within their scope. So you think, well, my biggest weakness is I take on too much. But what I have learned is to prioritize and delegate appropriately, efficiently. And there you go. So it is a weakness, but you're not just going to end at, I take on too much. Because then they're like, okay, what does that kind of mean? So that's just kind of some examples. I am going to try to film a little bit of my interview so you can see how I respond. Now, of course, I don't want to tell you the questions exactly because that might be some kind of violation, but just some questions that they asked and how I responded. Now, I know interviews can be hard. You don't like talking in front of people. You get really nervous. Some people have anxiety and they kind of choke up and they literally go blank. And I used to have that. But what I tell myself is this is my one opportunity to sell myself. I really want this job, whether you need it or you don't. I mean, it could be a great opportunity. Mine is part-time. Do I need it? No. Do I want more experience and broaden my horizons? Of course. You really have to go in confident. Okay, that's another thing is you really have to be confident. You've got to pull it out of yourself. You've made it this far, whether you just graduated nursing school or you've had multiple nursing jobs, right? You have the experience. You've gone through it. You are a nurse. You can do this. So really, confidence is another thing. You're gonna go in, you wanna look professional, and you wanna say, hello everyone, how are you? Come in very strong. And as the questions come in, think about it. That's what I always do. I sit back and I'm like, okay, because I'm thinking, what experience can I draw from in my past to have it relevant to what they're asking? Now, you may have to go through a couple interviews to get this, but you will get there. I used to get interview questions on Google, just literally type up nursing interview questions, and I would have my mom ask me them. Have anybody ask you, or if you don't have anybody, that's okay. Record yourself asking the questions on your phone, sit in front of a mirror and answer them. You really have to get used to just talking through, thinking of past experiences, and really help you answer those questions. Because like I'm saying, interviews are interesting. Everyone's gonna ask different set of questions, and it depends what role you're going into. Are you going for entry level? Intermediate? Are you going for a supervisor, manager, CEO, right? So there's gonna be different types. How did you handle disgruntled patients? How did you deal with staff conflict? So there's various different types of questions. And like I said, I'm a supervisor now, so I've obviously interviewed for a supervisor position, and so I can speak to that. So I can make multiple parts to this, but you guys just let me know what you want to see. Comment down below what interview types you want to see, what kind of questions, how to be more prepared, how to tweak your resume. Disclaimer, I am not an expert at this, but I've gotten every single nursing job that I went for, so not to brag, but these are just some tips and tricks that I want to share with you. I want to help you land your nursing job, right? Like, that's why I'm here. So please let me know what you guys want me to talk more about, because I'm an open book and I can share with you my experiences and hopefully it can help you. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, enjoy my journey. If you're already subscribed, like this video if you want to see more videos in general. Comment down below more videos you would like to see, please. And I will be more consistent for you guys. So have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching my video, and we'll see you later. Bye.